Racing. Murashino was one of the best away. Satin Black going quickly. Missile Storm's handy. Decoration is out a little bit wider for Parnham. And then Prince, I think, the grey, who's got three behind it. And they include Master Tactician on the inside of Wazak. And a length and a half to Zero Consequence. And Lucy Fiore just biding her time. The speed is good. 1,250 metres to go. Satin Black has taken it up and leads by 1 1/4. Decoration doing the bullocking work. Down on the inside, third is Murashino. Missile Storm getting a perfect run. Is sitting fourth, one off the fence. 2 lengths away in the clear is Prince, I think. On the inside is Master Tactician. At the 1,000, Wazak is second last and Zero Consequence. Back on top of the ground today is last of all and still about 12 off the leader. They've got about 850 to go and Satin Black led by 1 to Decoration. On the inside, Murashino. Fourth is Missile Storm. 2 lengths Prince, I think, Master Tactician. And then Wazak and 2 away last is Zero Consequence. Coming up before the home turn, 600 to go. Satin Black, one of the roughies leading the way from Decoration. Missile Storm is poised in third spot. Murashino the inside. Wazak is trying to pick up from the back. And then came Prince, I think, well back. Under a bit of pressure there is Master Tactician and Zero Consequence as last of all. So Missile Storm comes out 3 wide very strongly to come after Decoration. Satin Black the inside. And now followed by Master Tactician. Wazak is down the outside. Missile Storm, who's been heavily backed, has raced up and taken the lead. Decoration's trying to come back on Missile Storm. Missile Storm just in front from Decoration. Missile Storm's got the head in front of Decoration, and Missile Storm perfectly ridden, heavily backed and goes home to score by half to Decoration, who was brave in defeat. 3.5 to Murashino third and 1 away fourth Master Tactician. Then came Prince, I think, Satin Black, Wazak and Zero Consequences run last. Missile Storm, number 4 is the winner at 280 and 104. Decoration and Murashino back in fourth place was, I think, Master Tactician number 2. So Missile Storm does it well here, 4, 1, 8 and 2. And had a beautiful run there for Brad Parnham. What a run the Stephen Miller stable's having now, with those 3 winners in the space of a few days. Having one with Bellini Miss, who was smashed in betting. And then Campfire Jack, who was odds on, a Missile Storm very heavily backed here. Has been a big go. It was about 480 at one stage, got into 290, just out late slightly, but the money was already on, out to 330. Decoration did start the favourite fixed odds at around 215. Zero Consequence looked a little bit dull in the coat still, and it finished at the back of the field. Battling on their Master Tactician. Murashino has fought on strongly after racing on speed. It was an on-speed race as it turned out. The only one that dropped off was Satin Black, but it was rough in the market. A long neck, 3.5, 140.67, and the time over the final 636.07 from Judge Ben. That was the pre-post WA racing coverage, all free on 7+ handicap over the 1650. We'll head down to Lockie.
Thanks, Rich. Yes, SJ Miller, as you said, continues his terrific form they're having. His last 3 runners, all winners, Bellini Miss, Campfire Jack and now Missile Storm. That wasn't a bad ride from Bradley there, S?
Yeah, very good ride.
In the early stages of the race, it looked like Brad had a real intent and a real plan to ensure that Chris and Decoration just had to do that little bit of work early.
Yeah, he sort of doesn't really get out, and I thought if he jumped, you know, he might even lead, but, you know, that's why I put him on, because he rides better than what I used to ride, so... yeah, he just seems to map them well, and, you know, he rides them really good.
What have you made of this horse since he joined your camp? He's now made it back-to-back wins. Has he surprised you in some extent?
Yeah, he sort of got some ability there, but he's a bit of a thinker, and he's a bit of a dumb bugger, but he's just starting to put it all together, you know, and his coat's starting to come good, and, you know, you never know, he might be able to win one of them, you know, Metro wins on a Saturday somewhere.
His ability to relax in races appears to be holding him in really nice stead at the moment. Does that type of attribute give you confidence that he might even be able to stretch out to beyond 2,000 in time?
Yeah, he's sort of got a heart rate like that, you know. He seems to me like he'll just keep on whacking away, you know. So you never know, he might get up 18 or a 2000 eventually.
A horse that you and Brad have such a good association with is Magnificent Andy. What's an update on him and where might we see him next?
Yeah, he'll run in the Black Art Bart and see if he can earn a ticket to go to Melbourne.
Great day for the stable, and fingers crossed we see an improved run from Magnificent Andy next Saturday week. Well done here.
I think we will.
There's SJ Miller, and that's a nice little tip for Magnificent Andy in the Black Heart Bart Saturday week. Here's Scotty catching up with Brad.
Well, Chris Parnham just walked past us, Bradley, and we were just talking about him. He probably wouldn't have been too happy with you had he got rolled by something over the top.
Yeah, that was my thought throughout the race, but I was pretty keen on him today. I could tell by the way SJ was talking to me, he liked him, so I always know when he likes him that they're going to go pretty close. So I had to ride mine to make Chris do a bit more, and I sort of put the pressure on him early too, thinking mine might have been a little bit tougher, and it proved to be. But yeah, I think if mine faded and he got run down by something else, he probably would have had every right to be mad.
Now, talk us through that in terms of the relationship. He's obviously your brother, but in terms of jockeys, when you go back into the room, what will he be like when you go back in there having, I suppose the phrase is, used him up?
Yeah. Oh, look, because I won, he's not really going to say anything, is he? I think if I didn't, he might sort of give me that look, and I'll know what it means. But like you say, we're brothers, but you know, I don't really treat anyone any differently out there. Sort of once that barrier's open, we're all competing to win, and we've got to do our best. So yeah, it's strange you sort of ride against your brothers, but I'm used to it now.
Obviously, at the top of the home straight, looked like you were pretty happy to put Missile Storm in, knowing that he seems like a very tough horse.
Yeah, that's it. I knew he'd be in for the fight, and I didn't want to give Chris the chance to skip away from me, so I sort of put it to him early in the straight, and I was confident enough that, you know, I had the horse underneath me that if we got into a battle like we did, he'd sort of probably get out on top.
What about State of Fury in the last for D-Mac?
Look, I think the horse will run a good race. We've drawn a bit sticky, so we're probably going to need a few favours in the run, but if we get a nice enough run, I think it'll be running a good race anyway.
Congratulations, well done on the bullying.
Thank you.
There's Brad Parnham combining with SJ Miller and a Missile Storm to take out race number 4 here at Belmont Park. That's a double for SJ Miller on today's program, but I like the sounds of Magnificent Andy. 10 days time, he'll go around in a Black Heart Bart Stakes. Put him in your black book now, punters. On the other side, we'll be with 2 beautiful features from the Hall of Fame Racing Night. One on the Champion Stallion Hall Pack, and the other on the first female rider here in Western Australia, that being Paula Wag.